Shweta. This is a true story. This is my story. And this story is titled The Innocent Pickpocket. This happened when I was in the second standard in a new school. I was bullied pretty badly in my previous school in the first standard, and it had left me a quiet girl who was slow in trusting people and making friends. As a result, I was pretty much by myself most of the time, and I didn't mind it very much. Plus, I had a vibrant imagination, and I had created for myself not one, not two, but an entire world of imaginary friends. To the outer world, I was seen as this nice, good girl who didn't say much, and it suited me most of the time. But sometimes I felt invisible, like people would not or could not look at the whole of me. There were so many sides to me other than nice and quiet and good. There were good Shwetas and bad Shwetas, nice and naughty Shwetas. There was an angel and a devil Shweta sitting on my shoulder and whispering things into my ear. But back to school. One of the ways that we were required to socialize in the school was PT. And I never really liked PT that much. So one day, after about 3 months of joining the school, I feigned a stomachache to get out of PT class. You see, I had discovered lying. I was in a stage where I had discovered lying, and I was experimenting with it. And I was pleasantly surprised that it worked. The PT teacher told me to go back to the classroom and rest for the rest of the class. So I happily walked back, sat on my bench, put my hand on the table and my head on my hands. But after a while, I soon felt bored. I looked around the empty classroom into this empty space that was mine for the rest of the class for 40 minutes. I could be anyone. I could do anything right now. Devil Shweta whispered in my ear. I took a classmate's bag, I opened it, and I took out her pencil case. Now, holding somebody else's property without their permission gave me such a high. But this high soon went away, and so I took another classmate's bag, opened it, and put the pencil case in this bag. I took out his water bottle, took yet another classmate's bag, and put the water bottle in there, taking out the English textbook. This way, I took stuff from one bag and put it in another. I neatly and carefully did this for a while until I finally sat down at my bench, put my hands on the table and my head on my hands, and savored the feeling. After a while, the bell rang and kids started coming back. The usual noise and chaos followed: feet shuffling, laughing, yelling, zipper bags opening. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw my classmate rummaging around in his bag, muttering, "Where is my water bottle?" And then I heard somebody yell from the back, "Hey Girish, is this your geography textbook? What is this doing in my bag, Ra?" I was staring straight ahead as the voices around me reached a crescendo and hands started exchanging items over my head. You see, by this time, Devil Shweta had deserted me. The high was gone, and in its place was fear and guilt. Good Shweta whispered, "That was not a good idea." And I was so sure I was going to get caught because I was the only person in the class and I had exchanged stuff from everybody's bags except for mine. The teacher entered and everybody stood up. "Good morning, teacher." Any moment now, I was so sure that my name was going to get yelled at. Everybody sat down. "Children, go to page number 22 of your textbook." After a while, I mustered the courage to look around at my classmates' faces. Some of them were glancing at me weirdly, but nobody had said anything, either to me or to the teacher. They must have known it was me. Why didn't they say anything? To this day, I don't know the answer, and I probably never will. But if I had to take a guess, I think my nice girl image protected me that day. That day, I became the Innocent Pickpocket. And well, I never did it again. I walked away from that incident with a bitter taste of giving in to my shady impulses, yes, but also the secret, delicious sense of badassness that I knew I always had.